Hello, and welcome back to Games My Guy podcast, the esports podcast by fans for fans. My name is Patrick Aches Avery Kenny, and joined with me is Doc Goose Butler. And for this sexy little midweek podcast, we've brought on a good friend, a man who we play video games with more than I probably see my dad. It's your boy, Adam Wander Frog Warshalik. How you doing, baby?
Hello there.
Very good.
I'm doing good. How are you? How are you guys doing?
Doing good. Just chilling.
Doing nice. Having a grand old time.
Yeah.
Quarantining?
Quarantining, as it were.
I mean, yes.
But yeah, this is going to be a part of a new little segment that we're going to be doing called Meet the Clean Boyz. And the Clean Boyz, I think the best way to describe the Clean Boyz, or the best person
it's an
to
ideology.
The best person to describe the Clean Boyz has to be from the horse's mouth over here with Adam.
God.
So Adam, what are the Clean Boyz?
How would you describe them?
Boys it's a good group that gets together and we get in there real deep and just clean it all out. Just get in there and you clean up.
I tried to say it better
what else
myself.
you gotta do? We're the Clean Boyz. We used to be Zadia and Zadia's cleaning services, but since we've reallocated to including all of our friends, and we get together most weekend nights, anytime we're free. Hey, hopping on, cool. And we'll play just about anything.
Yeah. We play a lot of Overwatch. We did some Valorant for a bit, some League of Legends. We can do it all.
We're very fast and loose. You know, we cover wide ground with the gaming skills.
Multifaceted.
Yeah,
That's right.
Some are braver than others, but you know that's just how it goes. It's
important. It's important to be brave.
It's true. But I think it would be good to peel back the onion that is Adam and let's get down to the nitty gritty, man. So
Oh no.
what are some of your favorite video games that you've played?
Like all time, recently,
All time.
I've been playing too much Animal Crossing on my Switch.
Yes.
I don't want to even divulge the amount of hours that would appear on my Switch console for
How
Animal
evolved
Crossing
is your
alone.
city?
How evolved is my city? I have a 5-star island.
There
I
it is.
have full villagers. I need some new ones because some of my villagers I just enjoy. Like they're good ones. Renee is one of the best ones that I started with, but she's got her basic house, which isn't very cool. All of the starting villagers have one of, I think, 3 different styles, but each villager has their own unique house. So if they move into your island, once it's developed, they have their cool house. So I only have like 4 villagers with cool houses, and like my starter ones that I enjoy, they've got shitty houses.
So they make their own houses? I've never played
So-
I thought
Animal
Tom Nook
Crossing
gave
games.
them.
So they
Their
decide
house.
to move in,
Okay.
and that's great. And when you start the island, it's just like you're living in a tent. And then once you've upgraded your tent into a house, Tom Nook will build you a house for an exorbitant loan.
Tom
Forgive me, I've had plenty of spaghetti today.
How much sriracha did you put in that spaghetti?
It's a spicy sriracha in my
Oh.
spaghetti.
Oh, are you a little gassy boy right now?
A little.
Are we gonna have to mark certain parts of the episode when you put
No.
Just warnings?
I'll just try to not squeeze my tummy too tight. I'll be all right.
We appreciate it.
So yeah, you upgrade from a tent to a house, and if your starting villagers are there with you, they also upgrade their tents to houses, but they have like these kind of like basic wallpaper, basic flooring, basic furniture. It's not until the island is a bit more developed, when new houses start being built, that the new people who move in get the really cool, unique houses that are unique to their villager type.
Okay.
Yeah.
And sorry, what is Renee? Is that your favorite?
Renee is, well, she's one of she's a horse.
Oh.
She's a don't be weird.
So
I got Stu. Stu's a bull. He's a blue lazy bull. He's fun. Tank. He's a rhino. I don't come here to talk about Animal Crossing. I don't know how this happened. I like Animal Crossing.
It was
Super
brought
Smash
up.
Brothers. All of them have been fantastic. I
I
really
need to
big fan of the
interject
Switch
here, though. I
one.
need to interject. You
Okay.
bring up Smash Brothers, but what do you say reports that you suck at Smash?
Those are wrong, and Dylan is a liar.
Sources are confirming.
The source is faulty.
Yeah, I mean, the first time that I found out about you and video games was you playing Smash and me being destroyed by you in Smash.
I'm not afraid to admit I like to bring my Switch and my Wii U to parties. At the host's requests, Dylan has always asked me, "How are you gonna, bring this?" Like, yeah, okay. And then I'll get the tote with everything in it. Come over. And everybody's drinking and having fun at the party, and there I am, like, I'm talking to people, I'm socializing, but as soon as I sit down on the couch, it goes from me having fun to just like, no, I need to win.
You're like the guy.
I don't.
You're like the guy who brings a guitar and is like,
no,
hey,
I'm
you want me to play?
him. No.
Smash Brothers, say no more.
I have this weird complex. I don't know. I can't play for fun. Fun is winning.
Oh my
gosh.
So
I don't care if you come inebriated, if you're a beginner. I'll maybe go a little easy on you as a beginner. I'll dance around a little bit and not destroy you immediately. But
Adam, look who you're talking to. These are two other lads who take video games very seriously.
Yeah, but y'all are both terrible at Smash Bros.
Who came in third in the one Smash Brothers tournament? It was me, sir, not you. Me.
I would like the audience to know that this tournament that we played was a jest at best.
I'm sure it was. Why do we have a scoreboard? We had a scoreboard.
We had a scoreboard for the most recent one, and
I don't remember that.
Who was Smash King at that party? It was your boy.
Who challenged you to only randoms, and who didn't agree? You.
Seems like a lot of bad blood. A lot of bad blood around Melee.
No. Well, I like to play into it. I like to play into being the villain a little bit. I like to play into being the jerk. I'm not. It's a fun gambit. I mean, it might be annoying to some people who don't know who I am, but I'm just joshing around. All of you guys we're all good at different games. Some got the know-how for Overwatch. Some have the know-how for Smash, Mario Kart, whatever it might be. I'm more of a Nintendo guy myself, but I've been playing a lot of PC stuff lately with the boys.
Oh yeah. And I mean, you're no slouch. You put in a lot of time for the games that we're playing. You're always usually up for something. What's the favorite game? Do you have like a game that you like playing with the Clean Boyz?
If it comes down to just playing any game, if we're like, I just feel like socializing, like I want to get the boys together and play. Mm-hmm. I'm usually a tryhard when it comes to games, but the one game that I've been able to play with you guys and just relax is Halo. Like big team battles, just throw us all in one match together on a team. Goose, go grab that tank. Let's go. Light them up. But if it's if we're feeling a little competitive, you want to shake the dust off a little bit, then generally I'm a fan of Overwatch. But
which is most nights. Most nights we feel pretty spicy.
We do like to go for the wins. We are a very competitive group, and the feelings fly when we are not doing well.
Sometimes the losses come. I feel like it's hard to shrug it off when you feel like, hey, I'm doing all this work. What's going wrong? It can be a little bit of rock paper scissors too. It doesn't always just work out.
Most of the time, of course, is the other team is aimbotting or
absolutely the other teams are just filled with a bunch of cheaters and
trash.
They're trash players using trash cheats. And like cheap strategies, they can't beat us any other day. So they've got to go.
They have to resort to the cheese. That's true. That's
yeah,
very true. We all know that's true.
we all go into the games knowing that that's true. So even if we lose, it's fine.
Yes. That's right. So if they're cheating, whatever, we'll go to the next one where the guys won't be cheating and we'll beat them.
Yeah, right.
Bravery at its best. I love it.
Well, I mean, what are you guys doing back there? We're supposed to go to the point. Let's kill them.
Adam, you're Lucio. Why are you in the other team's spawn?
No, because the other team, they looked at me funny and they weren't brave enough to stop me. That's why.
Except when they do stop you.
Are you a brave enough dude? Yes. Yes, I am.
You are known to be a truly aggressive player. How is that? How you would accurately describe your play style in a lot of games?
I mean, that's how I'd accurately describe it.
An aggressive player, absolutely. I think the whole thing came out from me just being frustrated. It was me, and we're playing, and I don't remember the map. I don't remember the game. I have a feeling that it might have been Hollywood, but I can't confirm that. I mean, we just kept hanging out at the choke. This was a long time ago. This is when we were a little less confident with our playing together necessarily. We've been playing the game for a long time now together. We've kind of really grown into our role. But this was early days, and we were just stuck up at that choke. And I was wanting to move in. I'm like, we just got to move in. We got to take out this guy, or whatever. And you get that thing. I was like, oh, I got to carry the whole team on my back. I'm going to be the guy who's going to come here and save the day. And I, go through and get picked off. And I got Cruddy Bear yelling at me, "Hey, what are you doing? You're supposed to stick with the team." It's like, no, you be brave.
And it was born.
And he
what are you waiting for?
Bravest boy.
You can't hold up. You can't choke at the choke. You've got to go.
It's true. It's true. And
that's
honestly,
very wow. Good,
yeah.
Well put.
Honestly, moving through the choke is the biggest thing. Even though we've been playing together for 3 years, 4 years
since the game has been out. A few months after that, I think, is when we all finally kind of got our laptops and our PC versions of the game. Some of us started with the Xbox One version of the game. We won't name names.
With the console.
You're right.
Yeah, we're not going to name names. Never mind.
I mean, you're wrong. I mean, Jabrowski, leave me alone.
It was Pat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just take the blame. Why not?
What a
Pat, the hardcore console gamer that he is. We know. We'll just say it.
It's true. It's true. If anyone should have started playing Overwatch on the controller, it should have been me, but it wasn't.
It would have been. It's. Oh, you yelling at your girlfriend? Hey, get off! Stop watching Netflix. It's my turn.
Shut up! I'm playing
Overwatch.
Minecraft.
Get out of my room! I'm playing Minecraft.
I sometimes do what I do. Just imagine your girlfriend is just sitting on the couch, she's just watching TV, just having a very pleasant evening while you're sitting right here where you are, and you land a 6-man shatter and just fucking lose your mind, and she just drops her drink.
Yeah,
coolest thing in the moment. Play of the game. Oh yeah, I'm really feeling it. You're in a room on your own, yelling, and the couch behind you or whatever. For me, I'm in a room alone, and my brother's maybe in the next room or whatever. He hears me screaming. He's like, he comes over and he closes my door.
Yeah, I mean, when you get invested, when the wins matter, the plays matter. So, I mean, that's the way I posed it to my significant other, is that if it happens, I'm super sorry. It'll be over in a minute, but I gotta let it out.
Listen, it's happening. Then you're going to give us a nice motivational speech. And we all succeed too.
Yeah, I remember the days of push to talk for Pat. I mean, we still, some of us just probably still use it, especially when they eat a lot of spaghetti. But I remember the days of push to talk, and Pat, your boy over here, would, I don't know, get a 6K, whatever, just that slam that lines up, earth shatter, boom, everybody's down, everybody gets taken out, and that's we just passed the mark. We just won that match comp. We just won. And then nothing. And you expect to hear him yelling. But he's living with our friend Dylan. And he's like, yeah, he's just pacing around right now. He's super pumped. He's just yelling.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I remember when we could hear Pat through Dylan's mic from 2 weeks over.
Yeah. The
you
command
just hear,
oh, yeah.
Sit down with this video game.
Yeah, I get heated, guys. I get heated,
and we love you for it. Hey, we're not insulting. If you stop, I will be very depressed.
Of course,
because that motivates me, and I need the hype from our main tank, which is what you play a lot.
Mm-hmm. I've always said that if nothing works out for me in life, I want to be a hype man for whatever, like a hip hop label. It doesn't matter. I feel like I would be pretty well suited to do that.
Yeah, I can see that. Like somebody's maybe not just the only hype man. I feel like you could just handle press and whatever.
Yeah. I just be the face.
Yeah, you're the face of the group.
There's that Key and Peele sketch where it's like Obama's anger translator.
Ah, the
It's,
classic.
whoever's a really mellow dude, Pat is their hype translator.
Yeah,
So if
or
they're trying to get really hyped with something.
yeah, or whenever I get really into it, someone has a hype translator for me, so I'll be like saying all this stuff, and then they'll be like, "He's very excited." Oh yeah, I'm the best. He would like to thank his teammates for everything they did.
I carried solo. No one did it. It was me. Yes, there's a full team effort, and like the team did it together.
That res on me was perfect.
No one saved me.
I can do it myself.
I am the Rhine God.
Well,
Yeah.
one's true.
Yeah,
There's
but
no
I'm
deal with that one.
But I mean, one Bash brother to another, Adam.
Bash Bros.
I feel like the podcast would benefit from knowing a little bit more about this clean boy we brought on. So I mean, if I know that you love people asking you questions, but I'm gonna ask you a question. What are some of your favorite childhood video games?
Well, that's I'm an old man.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, now for the plethora, for everyone who's tuning in right now, on bated breath, waiting to hear, I just turned 30.
And you don't look a day over 29.
Oh, thank you. That's lovely to hear. But I remember the glory days of playing on the NES. That was the first system that my dad had owned. The first game that they bought me. There's that spaghetti again. Pardon me.
Oh, that's what you were doing.
The first game that I ever owned was a TMNT2, the arcade game for the NES. I got that, I think, on my 4th birthday. We were still living in my house, and I played the heck out of that game.
That's a great game. I love that
It
game.
It is. I remember playing all the classics. My brothers and I would like gather up and group up in front of the TV. We'd play the original Dragon Warrior was called Dragon Quest when it came out in North America, and we played the heck out of that game too. Old JRPG classic. It's like looking back at it now, it's like I can see Dragon Quest, and I think the most recent one must be because it's a Smash character is Dragon Warrior 11. That's a series that spans over 30 years. It feels like. I don't know when the first one came out. 91, 89?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Those games were my favorite. I remember playing the heck out of Bomberman 64. It's like I was a classic Nintendo boy. My parents didn't like to get us the single player games, so maybe that's where some of this competitiveness comes from.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I have 3 brothers, and my parents would always try to find games that were 4 players as much as they could. Multiplayer. So the funny thing is, even though I've played them as an adult, I never had Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time. The single player game that I had on the 64 was just Super Mario 64. And my brother Colin and I would alternate, take turns, because we would get all of the stars. So we got that was the first game I played to 100%, and I was probably 10 years old or younger at that point when I completed it fully. Actually, it was probably like 8 or 9. The game came out in 96 or 97.
Yeah.
It was a launch game. So
that's sick, man. I mean, like growing up with a twin and an older brother, it was really important to find multiplayer games in my household as well. And like my older brother was super into Mario, and that's all we played. And I really didn't like it at the beginning.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. I was one of those weird kids who like didn't really like Mario when I was younger.
You were more of a competitive gamer, right?
A little bit, yeah.
See it as was it too cutesy, too cartoony for you, and you wanted something else? I want something more real. And you're like 4 years old.
Yeah, I need. I can't. I need something more hardcore. No, I wasn't good at it. I wasn't good at platform games, and like I didn't want to like get good at it. So I was like, I just got frustrated with it and like just wouldn't play it. But then the DS came around, and that changed everything for me.
I think that was 2001.
Something like that.
We're talking about the original DS, like when
The original DS,
original
not the
DS.
3DS.
flip
Yeah.
that collapsed together.
Yeah. I think
that
that
was oh man, that was so sick. You carry
I'm
on
looking
your
it up
pocket.
because I'm really curious now.
Yeah.
I think it's 2000. No, actually, it's a little bit later than I thought. So it's
Mm.
2004.
Yeah.
I remember being
Huh.
young. I didn't realize I was a teenager at that point. But
Yeah, that's
all
old.
right.
That's actually way more recent than I thought it was.
Yeah.
Although it checks out. I
You're
suppose.
thinking recent. You're thinking recent, but still, that's 16 years ago now.
Oh, I know, but I thought it was like late '90s.
Yeah.
That Nintendo DS is driving a car. They're out on the roads.
It's got its
I don't
got its
trust it.
learners.
I don't trust it.
I'm an old man now, and
We're all
I
a
don't
bunch
like
of
it.
millennial boomers,
No, a moomer.
especially you and you, both of you.
Hey, I'm still relevant.
Wait, you're older than he is.
Shut up.
Yeah. No, we're all aging, but I think we're aging gracefully. I think that's the best way to put that.
I just need a haircut, and then yeah, I'll be
Really?
okay.
I just
Do
realized.
you think so?
I'm finding grays. It hurts.
if
Wait, you're just finding grays now?
Well, I mean, I have a youthful glow, and it's lasted for a while, and fair hair, so it's hard to see.
Fair
They've
play,
been growing in here.
yeah,
Yeah,
this
some
this is
somewhere.
this
I'm
is
Reed
for this
Richardsing
segment
it.
for this segment of the podcast. Adam and Ethan just go through their hair looking for gray hairs. If
This
you want to
is
see,
my
Here,
one
young
camera
man.
here,
if
though.
you want to see this content, you need to go on YouTube.
It's real good. It's me
Yeah.
just stroking whatever poof has appeared in front of my
I
head.
Oh,
remember
man.
when I was a young viral man.
Adam's really getting into it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go that far. That's a bit too.
Of
I
course
like
I
the characters though. I think characters is really something that this podcast is missing.
Are you saying I'm not? Where are you? You're down.
Animated enough?
There
Loony
you are.
enough?
Yeah.
Loony enough.
Do I need to get some more stars?
No, it's a good little little energy ball whenever yes, I'm an old man.
I've been
That's
told
not-
to stop that voice multiple times, especially when we're playing comp. But
Adam,
it has its place.
Adam, this is a safe space. It's all good.
This is a
The
safe
voice
space.
is safe.
Who's more
But-
foolish, the fool
But
or
if
the
you
fool who follows
overextend
him?
one more goddamn time,
No, you need to be more brave.
you're on the bench, and Larry's starting main support.
Ah, good old Larry.
Speaking of nerds, something that I've been wanting to bring up with you boys, and this is actually very spur of the moment. I've been getting really into Clone Wars recently, and I know that
Good.
Adam is like a very knowledgeable person on Clone Wars and Star Wars in general. I've
sure.
gotten to season 3. And it's
Uh-huh.
going and spoilers for anyone who's trying to watch Clone Wars.
Like me,
Well, I'm not much further ahead than you, but my questions will be very general, very general.
no, it's fair.
Sure.
Should I like Ahsoka?
You don't need to like Ahsoka now. I don't think you even necessarily need to like Ahsoka.
Okay.
And but you will see her grow from being a really annoying teenage brat to having like a full fleshed out character. Whether or not you like her at the end of that, that's up to you. But they did a really good job with her character. And I remember when it came out, and I didn't think I watched it when it first came out. I started buying this was before it was on Netflix, so I started buying DVDs.
Mhm.
I bought the first season and second season. I think I have the third season as well on DVD in my basement somewhere. And I watched through them and I'm like, it's good. This girl's annoying. And then once you get far enough in, you're like, no, she's growing. She's not just being annoying. She's actually developing.
Okay.
Jar Jar episodes aside.
Oh yeah, those are fucking brutal. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I watched it too, and then when I get to each one of those, I have to pause before I start it and be like, all right. So I have to ready myself for what's about to come.
Get in the mindset of Jar Jar.
Yeah, and he's not as bad to be honest as some. He's not horrible, but just those episodes seem kind of unneeded. But
Yeah.
and also I have to just get this out. Palpatine just looks fucking awful. He looks terrible.
It-
Even before he gets demolished by lightning.
He
His
looks
face
like an
is all,
old
like,
catcher's
mushed.
mitt.
Yeah, exactly. His eyes are all like they're too big, but his forehead's somehow also too big.
He's looking like
And, like,
he's been smoking since he was handed a cigarette when he was 4 years old.
He knew Cheech and Chong.
Yes,
Darth
exactly.
Vader really ran that guy into the ground. Let's just say that.
He dated Patty and Selma.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yes.
I would say this. I think I don't remember who I said this to recently. Probably one of you guys, because I've been talking about this a lot since you guys have been watching, and Ben's been watching, and Dylan's been watching. Well, Dylan watching again, I should say. But
Mm-hmm.
looking back at the prequels, they get a lot of slack, and the prequel memes is really like invigorated a lot of people to enjoying those movies again. But I had a thought. I would really like to see Dave Filoni do the prequel movies as like maybe a 3 or 4 episode arc of like animated. Like how much cooler might that have been? Having the maybe not re-record anything or lines, putting that in, it's just a new spin on something you've seen before,
Yeah.
and not having it look so disjointed, and not having, your weird, like, not that Anakin shouldn't be or wouldn't be angsty or upset, but like overacted angsty and upset.
Yeah. Or just revisit the character and see what you liked and what you didn't like about it.
Well, there is that video
against me.
There is that video series where like some guy just goes back and like fixes the prequels. I can't remember. I think it was just.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, he did all 3, and then he completely restructured the plot, and so that like more Obi-Wan was the central character. Darth Maul was built up to be actually like one of the main villains throughout, and not just like killed off one off. But I can't remember the name of the video. But it was actually really fascinating. His like plot sounded very interesting. Attack the Clones took on new weight. Everything just seemed cool. I will say this: I don't think Revenge of the Sith is fine. That is the best Star Wars movie. I'm gonna say it right now. I'll die on that hill. But
you'll die alone on that hill.
No, I will not.
I like the Revenge of the Sith, but I would really miss Ewan McGregor did a great job, but I would really miss Sir Alec Guinness not being in it. Talking like this would be not as cool,
Yeah.
No.
You wouldn't be stopped on the street to do the impersonation.
Oh, shit.
Whoa! And who says this podcast isn't exciting? You're lying.
Shit, we got stalled for time.
So what's happened here is
I battled the
Adam.
cheerleading squad.
Oh yeah, Adam has spilt a drink, and so now we will be having a dramatic reading of the Battle of
Battle of the Labyrinth.
Battle of the Labyrinth by
Rick Rider.
Ethan Doc Goose. Ethan.
The last thing I wanted to do on my summer break was blow up another school.
And scene. Thank you so much.
Stay tuned for the rest of the book where we read it one line at a time.
Yeah. Tune in for part 2,001,004 for
It's
Ethan's
only
reaction to chapter 2.
361 pages.
So we'll get through it by the end of next year.
The decade.
Yeah, you're gonna need a long time for that.
Yeah. Oh well. Adam.
It was not a catastrophe. It was just the can tipped over. I guess it wasn't.
Was there anything in the can?
No.
Oh, good.
I don't leave
That
a
was
drink
Taco Tap.
unfinished.
Oh, good. We know.
Well, at least the can survived and you survived.
That's what
These
matters.
are really trying
That's what-
times. I'm trying my best to get through, but it just keeps getting harder.
Oh.
Oh man. Well, Adam, are there any video games that you're getting excited for coming up, or any like TV series?
New games.
New games.
The only thing that's on my radar in terms of a new game that I can think of off the top of my head would be Overwatch 2 as a new game.
Mm-hmm.
But generally speaking, I'm looking forward to patches and DLC for games that I'm already playing. I've been waiting for a while for the new Smash characters. And I'm thinking that they probably got delayed a little bit from everything that's been going on in the world, but they're going to have a new ARMS character out soon, and I never played ARMS. It's a young person's game, but I'm sure it'll be She looks like Min Min is the character's name. She comes from ARMS. She looks like she'd be an interesting choice. Lots of range, can grab people at very far range.
Which
Probably
is
should ask the important question here.
Mm.
When do you think? Well, it's a very stereotypical question. If you ever bring up Smash Bros. A new character, it's going to be asked.
Okay.
When's Waluigi coming?
He'll be the last DLC, and we're going to be super hard debated by Nintendo. If they've said, okay, we've got 6 DLC characters coming out. It'll either be he's the last character in that 6 patch, or they've been working on him quietly for a little while. They've said that there's going to be 6, but in the same vein that they brought out the Piranha Plant when the game first came out as like a free DLC, I have a feeling that they're going to sneaky him in. So whoever it is, they'll have the 6 people, the ARMS girl and the other 5, and then it'll be like at the very end, debate, it's the Waluigi trailer. You thought he wasn't going to be in it. You were all sad and never asked me for anything ever again.
What if he doesn't come, Adam?
No, it'll come in a patch.
It'll sure happen. They said
this the small eye twitch that I saw from Adam was
if they don't, it's super disrespectful, and I can't believe it.
It's like with Game of Thrones. That's what's coming. All right, don't worry.
I'm trying to I don't know. Like, I know there's a lot of characters that want to get in. Some of them, for me, seem like a more far-fetched idea than Waluigi. Like, some of the... Not that it would... Like, Master Chief. Like, that's been going around forever. Master Chief has never been on...
No.
Like, Halo has never been on a Nintendo game, as far as I know. I've never seen it.
And it would just be like a Snake clone, pretty much.
And you want to have... You want... These are your mascot characters. You want to have someone that's recognizable. So the only like people that I've been thinking of are people that have already been assist trophies or like really good like third party companies characters like Shantae, the half genie hero girl. She's been on Nintendo since like the Game Boy. Shovel Knight is a really interesting character who's recent, but he's an assist trophy currently. And I don't know. There's definitely people that everybody would want not Cloud. What's the Final Fantasy kid's name? Not Final Fantasy. I just did it again. Kingdom Hearts.
Oh,
what's his name?
Sora?
Yeah, everybody would want Sora. I don't know. I think they've got enough pretty anime people with swords and things. If they put another Fire Emblem character in the game, I think someone's going to get hurt. I don't personally care, but there are a lot of people that do. Just stop making sword characters. Like, make somebody with a big axe.
Yeah.
Easy, done.
It's close enough that, it's almost like a compromise.
Or make something. I would want to see, like, if they have to put another Fire Emblem character in, I would want to see, like, a Pegasus rider. They have, like, a mounted character. Like, it'd be weird and wonky, but they've got plenty of weird characters. Give them a spear or javelin to fight with, and they're on top of a Pegasus.
It's still just mind-boggling to me, though, that excuse me, the Piranha Plant somehow is a playable character in Smash Bros. Before other certain characters. Like,
you're trying to make me mad.
and the Piranha Plant.
I like Piranha Plant. It's fun.
The Piranha Plant is the most oppressive character.
That's the thing. It doesn't make any sense why this character is so good. He is a plant in a pot. Okay? He's cute.
Sometimes
he's got a nice face.
And pot is good.
And just come on. He's barely a character in his own game. He's just like Mario just jumps over him.
I'm surprised, like it's a piranha plant. It's like it's an enemy. It's like if you put in a Goomba, singular Goomba. A Goomba. They could have put in like a
Wario's
piranha himself or whatever.
Yeah.
Sure. Or any I wouldn't have liked it necessarily, but King Bob-omb from the Nintendo 64 game, up on top, he would grab you and throw you off. And if you threw him off the mountain, he would call you a cheater, and then you would have to start all over again.
Are there any characters from Mario RPG in Smash?
Mario.
Yeah. All right.
No. They people want Geno. It's been a long while since I've played the game, but I forget the Cloud's name. There's like a living Cloud person. I don't remember his name, but yeah, there's some popular characters from the Mario RPG series that people would want. But for me, if they throw in any other Mario character, if they're like, yeah, we searched our archives and we found Prince Bean,
Yeah.
whatever his name is, from Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, and we thought he'd be a great character. It's like, and then Waluigi's just back there crying like, wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, no, I've wanted Waluigi, and I don't even know why I want Waluigi. It just seems
think
like
it's
it's
just-
time.
You got
Just
Mario,
at this
you
point,
got Luigi, you got
You just-
Wario,
You got
Yoshi.
Luigi.
you got Luigi.
Look, I think the point is because the Waluigi thing has become such like a Half-Life 3 level, not that much level of meme, where it's just like you most people have given up hope that is ever actually going to happen. So every time a new character is announced, like, oh yeah, maybe it's this time, but it's
Oh,
not.
for me that was Banjo and Kazooie, and I'm really glad that they're in. So
I know for another one of our friends, it was Simon Belmont.
that's right. Big Simon. You know what? I was super excited when Simon and Richter, I suppose, were announced, and I'm glad they're in the game. They belong in the game, but they play a heavy range game, and I'm not a big range player.
You're more of a brawler.
I like to play Kirby and DDD and Wario,
Mm-hmm.
and the two of them are really good at better. King DDD is supposed to be in your face and hitting you. He's a heavy character. Technically speaking, I'm pretty sure that both Kirby and Wario are considered aerial characters. I don't play them like that. I'm just in people's faces and rolling around and punching and rolling and grabbing and flipping and whatever, everything.
Just having a grand old time, really.
Yeah, and
That's right.
dominating our friend group
And
with your massive skill.
that's
God.
my
See,
skill.
I thought you were going another direction. with
No,
that.
it's my skill.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, that brings us to the end of our podcast episode with our dear
Oh my
friend from the
goodness.
Clean Boyz, Adam.
Oh my goodness.
I know it goes by quick, doesn't it? When you're having
It's like-
fun.
it's
What is
blink
an
of an
hour?
eye.
I don't know. This is great.
We
Thank
try
you,
we
boys.
try to keep it to half an hours usually.
Oh my goodness, I kept it long. Oh no, this is great.
No, it was
Don't
good.
you? Hey, no, it's fine.
This is
Like,
gonna be the favorite episode. I'm gonna have to go in and like it and favorite it and save
If
it.
this episode gets us at least 5 likes, we owe you $5.
Mhm.
Oh man, I think
Yeah.
I've got a couple extra YouTube accounts lying around.
Perfect.
On Twitter as well.
Yeah,
All right.
That's
Well.
the fee. That's the fee. Well, if you liked the episode, please give us a like. We're on Spotify. You can also watch the episode on YouTube at Games My Guy. You can also find us on Twitter, which is run by the lovely, incomparable Ethan Butler, who curates our Twitter account, which is at Games My Guy. And you can
You could also catch us if you're playing Overwatch. You can catch us there if you're not a coward.
Yes.
Because we will not let you have a good time.
Yeah. That's a promise.
That's a promise. You'll join us and you won't have fun.
But if you're a really good DPS player, please send us like a private message,
Yeah.
and we'd like to add you to our team.
Yeah, you can email us at
this-
gamesmyguypodcast@gmail.com.
Some
We're
secret
openly
shade here.
recruiting
Uh-oh.
now.
Oh no, you're not supposed to recruit people.
I didn't agree to this.
We already got Larry.
Yes, Larry is one of a kind.
Yeah.
Our between 14 and 16
No,
year old
we don't know.
Well, you will be able to meet all of our Clean Boy friends as this segment goes on. But thank you so much for listening, and we'll catch you next podcast.
Bye.